Club and GMI are not financial advisors. The content on this show is for educational purposes only. Do not overinvest by a lot. Oh God, do your own research. We need likes and subscribes to go up. Can't devs do something? We are so glad you made it.
Club NGMI.
We are so glad you made it for the first Club NGMI Twitch only stream. So, hello Twitch, welcome aboard. We rugged YouTube. Muscle memory is strong, so I still threw something over there, but rugged them. Got out of the system. So, we're twitching. It is fitting that we're on Twitch, and we brought over the Oracle, who is an experienced streamer of great nerddom, to hang out with us with the Twitch idiots. So, Ori, tell me about Twitch. What do I have to do different?
I mean, I don't know about all that. Like, I had a few good weeks and a few friends in Saudi Arabia that just really liked my show, and it kind of took off for like 3 weeks. I think I got a check for like $78 or something like that, and then I suddenly kind of had to move, and my schedule changed, and I kind of bounced on the Twitch folk, man. But
that's very funny that you say that, because I think it is pretty important to have a consistent schedule, and we also changed the day that we're streaming as of this week to Thursdays.
If you're trying to build followers, get a sub button, all that stuff, you got to have a regular schedule. You got to commit to it. It's a lot of work, and we'll get there.
We're like 0 for 3 on those things, but I think we're
It's been hard when we've done this and YouTube, because I feel like we get split. But there's a guy on Monday when we do the NFT show. I don't know if you saw this, Dang, if you ended up watching it. I'm guessing you didn't. There was one person in the Twitch chat who was asking about a hero giveaway on the Monday show. He's like, "Oh, I'm the only one in here. I have a 100% chance." And there was another person that came in. So I told him we were not doing the DFK show on Monday, but it was funny.
I wonder if it's somewhere like hidden in our Twitch documentation that we're doing a hero giveaway. So we just doing ruggings all over the place. But we are planning to do the DeFi Kingdom stream on Thursdays, because the typical release schedule for DeFi Kingdoms has been Wednesdays. So let's us comment on the release of the patch versus bitch and moan that we don't have a patch when patch. So I think it's going to work out better for everybody. Calm our nerves and kind of fit the whole vibe of the show, which is glass half full. So I know earlier when we were chatting about DeFi Kingdoms, people kind of down bad. Jewel price. We need jewel price to go up. We need more things to come out. We need constant shipping, constant updates. But we're changing the tenor. We're going glass half full. Ori, it looks like you want to jump in here and rally the troops. What do you have?
Yeah, I'm told I'm the guy to rally everybody. Yesterday was kind of a dark day in our Discord, and I was trying to keep it light, keep it loose. But I think this is just that spot where it's like, do we want to be a game? Are we in crypto? Like, what's really the problem right now? I think it's just the combination of all the things. Like, the crypto market is kind of down bad. Like, the world is like got political stuff that's down bad, and Jewel is down bad, and we haven't had new features on this game that we all love. And it's like, all those things coming together is kind of leading to a bit of a, down bad kind of feeling, right? But someone mentioned it today. I don't know that the thesis of the play has changed. You know what I mean? Like, I think there's still a lot to be hopeful for, and we'll get into it more. I don't know how long you're in this segment, but that's I don't know, man. I need to be like, tossed the ball and
We're good.
Yeah, let me
No.
run
We'll
too
toss it
long,
around.
man. I run out of breath.
So the thesis has, that might have been me, or it says the thesis hasn't changed. I think for me, it's partially I'm being impatient and spoiled.
Yeah.
We did have $20 Jewel, and we did have, I mean, back in December, we had 4 straight patches. It was like, we were thinking back today about when they added foraging and fishing. Like, I remember it was like the day before Thanksgiving or something, and we were like going insane. And then when Jewel hit $6 for the first time, I remember I was hammered at a wedding and I was checking Discord and people are going insane because it hit 666. So like we do have to remind ourselves, and I was down very bad this morning, that we can still have fun doing it. I think it's a patience thing for me. And the last thing I'll say is on the spoiled part. In December, we remember they gave us week by week, like, okay, this week we're going to do mining. This week we're going to do gardening. This week is going to be this. And everybody got used to that. And I understand why they went away from it. It put them in a corner that they probably didn't want to be in. And I totally understand that. But now we're in a place where they've swung completely the opposite way, where it's just Fox saying, there's a lot of exciting stuff. Stay tuned. And that's it. Like,
Right. Like you don't know if you're getting a new mouse cursor or whether you're getting like the biggest feature ever. Like you have no idea.
yeah. Well, and I like being surprised on Wednesdays. Like that part's fun. But when we've gone like 4+ weeks now with 0 new features, that so people can argue this back and forth. We could say, well, this is technically a new feature. I'm talking like a way to interact with your hero that we have all invested a shitload of money in on the game. And I'm not even talking about the dollar value of stuff. I am talking purely for the engagement and the growth and the fun of the game. So that's where I'm coming from.
Easy. Another thing we're going to try out with Twitch. We're going to show some gameplay. Sorry, Easy. I thought you were ready. Are you ready?
No, I've been ready. No, I'm just setting up
Okay.
my favorite profession.
I want to say something about this real quick. I would
turn the music on.
every once in a while, I search for messages from Frisky in the Discord, and I found one from last night. Sorry if this has been shared already, but somebody asked him, is there a plan to batch quest gardeners? And he said, yes, it's close. It just needs a little more testing. It didn't make the cut for this patch.
When? For this most recent one?
Yeah, so that was,
cool.
well, technically this morning at 1:27 Eastern Time. The question was, will there be a plan to group quest gardeners? It's kind of tiring to test them, to quest them one by one. And we all say gardening sucks for that very reason. It's a pain in the ass.
Have you guys... Is the music too loud? Like this is as low as it goes.
It probably is.
Talking over it a little bit. All right, we're trying to go for 5s. That's fine. Do you guys... So I'm only in 2 pools currently, but I have 10, 11, 15 gardeners, however many I have. Do you go outside of your pools for your gardeners?
I've never done that in my life.
I have been just since the patch, and like last night I sent a couple because I have too many to keep busy in my 2 pools I'm in.
I was thinking,
I was just, why not spend the stam and level?
I think
it didn't work last night.
I think higher dollar EV is to send your gardeners to the gold mines as like a pro tip for folks. But for me, for like my good gardeners, I mean, I have like $2 in this Jewel 1 pool. I'm going to send I have this sage. So like in the future, if I have a need, like it's 9.9. So I guess if like being at 10.0 gardening unlocks something. So gardening is my least favorite, but I'm just going to queue up my good gardeners in the gardens, and then everyone else I might go gold mining or something. So
gardening being your least favorite is kind of interesting because I always thought that fishing and foraging were people's least favorite because
No,
there's really no there's few sinks right now for those items. So
No,
why
you'd
is
be
gardening your least favorite?
surprised. I don't really sell items, but
they have value.
you can fish up some
Yes.
like good things because that anything that's in the stam potion is boosted up a bit. So the fishing's not bad. Plus, your XP grows a bit faster.
And let's be honest, it's way less of a pain in the ass to queue up four or six foragers. It takes like 18 minutes. You collect them and you're done until the next time. The gardeners, if you're in, I think I'm in 3 or 4 gardens now,
Mhm.
you have to go. I mean, you're doing it right now. You go to click, and then you have to do the plus, and then you go find them, then you quest it. So there's, 4 times as many clicks if you're in 4 pools. It's just it's a quality of life thing.
Yeah.
Easy though. Did you see that? I know you're going to take a lot of joy in this. Did you see that gold has absolutely nuked in the last 24 hours?
No.
It's
I
down
haven't looked at it.
20%
To
compared
what?
to
Oh my
Jewel.
god! It's
It's
1.3.
1.3 cents.
It used to be 2
It
cents.
was like 2 cents.
Yeah, it's almost 1 cent. Wow.
So we might have to
Okay.
reevaluate if it's more EV to send them gold mining now that gold is
Yeah,
freaking dusty.
the last time that I checked gold price, it was close to 2 cents.
Yeah,
I guess-
when Jewel was 7 and gold was 2, I kind of did a calculation.
Yeah.
If you got like 60-ish gold on average, which is close to for a full run, you were getting a jewel or two per if you do 6 at a time. So that's why I was saying we were all thinking like, okay, if I have too many gardeners or something, I'm not getting shit from the gardens. Even us who have probably more than the average player in a garden. If you had 2K in a garden, like you'd make more money gold mining and selling the gold, but maybe not anymore.
Yeah.
Or
you
do
may
you
want to rerun that, but
poop sock the EV like these two to this degree? Because they're talking about, hey, did you see the gold price? I don't know if the EV's there in gold mining.
No,
I'm just a happy little dummy. I just go profession to
Yeah.
quest and then I
think
log
that's
out.
reasonable.
I do exactly that while simultaneously watching the Jewel 1 chart and the Avalanche chart because those are my bags that in this game. And I don't touch gold because, I mean, you guys have heard me talk about it before. Like some people were really excited about the Alchemist and like use cases for gold. But, aside from just pure speculation, I'm sure some people made some decent money purely speculating when gold was way up and, things like that. But
Yeah.
it doesn't have any function in this game until we get the game, until we get
I think-
PvP quests or till we get adventure quests or so you can refill your mana or refill your health or,
I think
it doesn't have a use. So I don't watch it.
Yeah.
I like what
It's
Lou
strategy.
says.
It take longer.
Yeah.
But you
Yeah.
can't refill your stamina until it's done. Too. So that's the other thing.
The one thing I was going to say about the gold thing is like, especially with like the dev cycle seeming to be further off than we hope, and especially because Jewel is a little bit down bad, I'm kind of thinking about things more long term than even before. And it's just like, all of my gardeners are like true gardeners. Like I don't have some silly thief or whatever in my gardens. Like I don't own them. I own wizards and I own priests, and they garden, and they're good gardeners. But I don't have enough liquidity pool stuff to make good money in the garden. But the hero still could benefit from like getting more gardening skill and leveling up. So someday I'm going to sell it. I hope that the price goes up, and I'd rather just keep the skill level going up for the next guy.
Yeah.
Hopefully that will earn me more money than if I didn't do it that way.
Yeah, I agree. I think maintaining the longer view with your heroes is generally going to be your best bet if you have a long-term horizon. If you have one hero, you're like it's worth grinding the math and seeing like if you're going pure ROI and like how much money can I make in a week from a hero. I don't know that I recommend that, but one interest like if you're grinding in the Discord and you're like seeing the announcements live, you can, and you have like a smaller bankroll, you can ape like when they came out with the stamina potions.
Oh yeah.
And you saw the ingredients, And if you just like spam bought gold, you could have made like a 2 or 3x, which is like, in a couple $100, let's say. And you knew that people were going to react to that. So if you're like fast on the trigger for things like that, I say it every week, like everything in the game at some point, there's going to be a week in which it pumps, right? Like everything is in here for a reason and they're going to pump it at some point. So if you're quick to react, if you're like a smaller role, that like you can do stuff with gold. But now gold has kind of died. All that to say, like if people are turbo boost leveling, it's like, oh, what are the things that go into it? And gold, and no one's really gold mining because jewel mining is good. So that was lucrative for probably 2 or 3 weeks. Now it's maybe cooled off. Are you going to tell me if I go strength on this thief, Ori? Because I've been doing like this is just like a miner, and I'm just gonna like get rid of it at some point. But I'm just mining with it for now. I'm basically gonna level it up just to replenish its stamina.
Yeah, I mean, I obviously I don't recommend that. I don't think it's that big of a deal, especially if you're selling it. But in general, I don't recommend that. But I'll also say this in terms of wanting to put the strength because he's a miner. Like, I have still yet to really see that. Yeah. Like, if I have a couple extra strength here, a couple extra wisdom here, I don't.
More. Yeah, this number matters a lot more than these numbers up here. I found.
Yeah, right. And that could just be because we're level 2, we're level 3, we're level 5. Like at level 75, this stuff kind of all.
We're so early.
Ori,
you've already seen that with the rarity folks separating, right? When you level up,
the rarities
the rare and above.
Ori, I don't know if you're grinding the chat, but someone asked if you were a hero class, which would you be?
I'm a mage, dog. I'm a mage.
No. Not like wizard. When you like go to sleep and like you pretend that like I wish I was a mage, but like what would you?
Wait.
Are you sticking with the mage?
Yeah, dude, I'm like a mage. Dude. Yeah, dude, I'm a mage. I cast fireballs and stuff, and I'm like kind of soft. I know, like I'm a big dude. You probably think like, or he's got a shield. He's gonna tank and be tough. No, dog.
Someone said you were a tank earlier.
Someone, I'm quoting the stream, the chat. It wasn't me.
I mean,
I would never.
I do get that a lot. But I'm kind of a softie. I'll be in the background casting my spells, healing people up. I've always been either a healer or a caster. I don't like to get into the mess.
This is a good level.
That's a great point, Ori. I think the healer part I missed.
Yeah,
you are a healer.
You are a healer.
I like that a lot.
That's why we have you.
That's what I was before I became a mage. And
do you guys like the cursor?
Can we not talk about it?
I don't care.
I don't care.
It's atrocious.
I hate. For some reason, I'm bothered by like the green, and then it turned like the
when it turns to the finger.
The finger, it's like I don't know.
Yeah, just if it was just the green and gold, I'm cool with it, even though it's obnoxious. But then when you hover over something, it changes. It's like we're not in a 8th grade HTML class learning to make new shit. Like, keep the goddamn cursor.
It's one of those things, I think, though, that like we're gonna overreact to negatively, and like some people will overreact negatively, and then like in 2 days you're not gonna notice that there's a new cursor.
People. So I want to make this clear. I was awake last night when the patch notes came out.
Ooh,
and I think it reminds me that maybe we're taking it a lot more seriously than the average user. Like, people were hyped about the patch. Like, they were legitimately excited about like the sound effects for the town crier, or like actually pumped.
And the truth is that while that pains us, that's going to be good down the road. Like you need those people. You need that to be the case. But it's painful when you want more. When you want more and they're cheering for this little, handout. It's like makes you mad. But we need that.
Yeah. We have very high expectations.
Go to land pricing. Easy. Go to land pricing. I'm just curious where we're at.
Yeah, this was something that's new since we last streamed. Is the land
view or buy? Oh, it'll sort by price.
On the sound effect stuff, don't forget, like people bridge to Harmony because of the soundtrack and the Bun Buns. Like
I did.
that was a real thing. So, to Ori's point, like let's just be blunt about it a little bit. Part of this is to make money, and for us to make money, we need people to come over. And for people to come over, they need to see a refined game. So,
Yeah.
I think these incremental patches are also important in the long run.
They're essential. They're just not the most fun when like it sucks. I think like the market, the overall crypto economy, due to a multitude of reasons outside of DeFi Kingdom's control, kind of crashed down. Like Bitcoin and Ethereum are at 50% of all-time high, and that trickles down to more speculative assets. Jewel is overperforming for a period of time, and then whenever people ran to sell their winners, and it's speculative, right? I mean, Ethereum's been out for close to a decade.
Can I ask on that? Because as probably the newest crypto guy here, my brain kind of thinks that makes sense though. Like when ETH and Bitcoin, when your blue chips are bullish, I can see the shit coins. Not that this is a shit coin, but the other stuff. I don't know what you call them.
Totally.
I can see them outperforming.
Alts, yeah.
Right, the altcoins. I can see them outperforming. And then in the same thing on the other side, when those are struggling or going down, I can see them underperforming.
Yeah.
Totally
So
agree.
I think that makes sense.
I think, and we were in a bullish enough market, or rather, like after Thanksgiving, crypto kind of had a mini correction, like the major, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Avalanche, Solana, like all of those. But DeFi Kingdoms was just like hitting its stride because they were just like shipping
every week,
and everybody was pumping. So that led to like we were overperforming while the market was like sort of stagnant, but it was fine. And then I think people just ran like momentum slowed down a bit, maybe on the shipping side as far as new features, and we're just like building a game more now. And it had a couple of setbacks with Harmony and with like the lock jewel stuff. So it sucks because like now you had to pivot to like shit that you had to do to keep the ecosystem alive and healthy and functioning. But like we're grinding this every day, so we're like used to fishing comes out December 15th, and then December 22nd was this, and December 29th, so that I don't know how much that impacts price and whatnot. We like to as humans, we just like things to blame or explain things.
Well, I think there's been other stuff that's popped up since December that they didn't plan for, that has taken away time from the big stuff, like the tavern being completely broken, like totally dead. That was probably unplanned, and it took them multiple weeks to fix it, and I assume it took a lot of resources to do so. Then you have the whole lock jewel thing that they have to deal with.
Yeah.
They're trying to get Avalanche set up. Maybe that was harder than they expected. So it's probably not all roses on their side either. So I have to remind myself of that and be like, they probably want to get PvP and more quests out more than I want them. Like they want to get them out as fast as they can. So yeah, for me, it's just like I said, it's the communication and just dangle a carrot that's not a snapshot.
The ambiguous snapshots are like tough.
They're tough.
They're cool. They're cool-ish if you've been in the ecosystem and you're like, oh, I guess I won't sell the jewel. I'll keep it in the bank. But it's less of like a carrot for like that. That is maybe where I'd like to see future attention, is like more carrots for new people, new like onboarding, which has possibly been lacking versus like we're in like customer retention versus customer acquisition. But I think we can maybe refocus on the acquisition piece.
Yep. No, I agree. I think the other thing that we're probably discounting a little bit as far as shipping goes is the map. Like to us, we're thinking there's nothing new. There's nothing new for me here. But to the team, like this, they put out this big ass fucking map with all this detail, which I assume each piece of the map, all the different little landmarks, are going to have a purpose.
Yeah.
So I think to us, again, well, there's nothing I can do. To them, it's like we are putting it on the map, pun intended, so that when we have a new contract ready to go for an adventure quest that makes you go to the purple tree on the top left, that it's there.
You knew that that was a thing.
Well, it stands out. I was using it as an example, but
the other thing is like, this like I don't own land. I get current prices. I don't think I'll ever own land.
Land will never sell at these prices ever.
I know, but the point being is like that's a Mega Whales game. Like I'm priced out, even if it's like over 10K or whatever.
Yeah.
But it'll all impact us in some way because like it didn't impact us this patch, but it's all here intentionally, right? Like you're gonna get different resources being in like the middle of the forest here versus like this island. Like you're near water here, so you probably have some fishing adjacent things, or you'll be able to get different resources battling here versus like this is a cool one because you have a little river and you've got
yeah. Was it Ansem that was talking about that, or was it someone else about the location of your land is going to be important?
Yeah,
it's been that way in other games, Ori, right? I think they were talking about that.
Yeah, it definitely has. I was gonna say something about this last round. Some of the people in the chat. Oh, I guess it's Babs. So he's not really people in the chat. He's just Babs. But I think there is a general sense of the snapshots, and I think what that is like, I feel like this last round of snapshots is a little bit kind of panicky almost. Like we don't really have stuff to put out there yet, but we want to have something out there, like some sort of information. So we're gonna go ahead and do this. But
they had to buy more time.
When you have people, for a long time waiting for land, I don't know if people are still waiting for the second round of land or no. Is all land distributed already?
Oh,
for
no,
the winners.
50 plots.
Or there's still 25 more.
Yeah,
I don't know how many.
You've got people waiting for their land. You had people waiting for their atonement crystals. You have people waiting for crystal for that. You got crystal gen 0. You got a lot of these irons in the fire, and it's just like after a while it gets to be like, yo, we need to see stuff, right? And so I definitely agree with you. I think the biggest thing they're struggling with is communication. Like,
yeah.
I definitely agree with what you said earlier. Like, you can't just promise every single Wednesday at 7:00 you're going to have a patch, especially if you're not a professional dev team that has stuff in the can that's been vetted that can be put out. For sure. These guys are a startup. I do think they're very professional and they seem to have good workers and stuff, but at the same time, this stuff is complicated. You know what I mean? So, but there's also on the other end, you do still need to communicate. You still do need to put carrots out there, and they need to find their balance. That will help us.
Yeah, and I'm just like, when I say communicate, like dangle a carrot, I don't even want a month and day. Give me like a 30-day window.
Yeah.
And even if you're past that, at least for that whole 30 days, I have something I could hope for and look forward to, right? Like
priority list would be nice, probably.
Right.
Like
I said in the Discord earlier, we are as into this game as anybody's into it, right? And I couldn't tell you if PvP was in a week or was in 3 months. And if they told me that it was in a week or in 3 months, neither of those answers would surprise me. Basically, I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea when PvP could be. Have
you guys been messing around? They like the things that I've cared about in the patch. Is this my music?
No, it's
me. I'm trying. I found a new toy in StreamYard. It's background music. It's royalty free, and like you can do it. Like it also leads to Twitch vibes, and this is called Feeding the Ducks.
I don't know if you guys like the things that I would care about in this patch, like kind of got buried in that this like summons remaining.
Oh yeah,
that is
huge filter. Huge filter.
That's a huge.
And they fixed the stamina descending. Did Nate? I think Nate was with me last night. We're like,
we fixed that the night of, I think
maybe as Alex was
like
bitching them out, and you're like, oh, I guess we didn't mean to do it that way. we're supposed to do
Was it
backwards.
Alex? Yeah.
I forget, but yeah. But this is interesting to do like the 10 summon remaining or like another good one, and I haven't bought anything from it yet because I'm trying to like not be crazy, but the 5 summon remaining, then you can shop around for like paladins, and you can go down to like Gen 3 or 2 or whatever, and you can see like, oh, if there's any deals on advanced classes and whatnot.
Something else they changed. Did you guys notice if you use, I don't know if you use the menu bar on the top right a lot? It used to be the locations were in the order in which they had been released to the game, and now they're in alphabetical order. So my muscle memory would always go to professions, and now it's like the marketplace instead.
This guy's trying to flip on me. I sold it probably for too cheap, and he's just been Dutch auctioning from 800. He's down to 666.
He's never going to get. This was yours?
Yeah, I think I sold it too cheap. It's a really good hero, Dark Knight, Paladin, 5/5 minor.
Yeah,
but
he's not getting 660. I don't think.
No.
Yeah, we'll see. All right, let's see.
Are there any good? I'm looking for a 5/5 mining DK. Oh, you're looking at dreads because you're going to do a dread later, right?
Yeah, you want a DK 5?
Because I have a 5/5 paladin, and I want to have outs if I miss, and I'm not
Gen 4 211 shiny.
That could be worse.
Siebes.
Is that Siebes?
Yeah, it's Siebes.
He had a 200 the other day.
Yesterday's price is not today's price.
I know. Well, right. So Jewel at $20 a month ago is not today's price, right?
All right.
That's my favorite easyism.
That's
I'm gonna take that one with me. And yeah, or that's totally right.
Would you go with the RNG and just go for you save yourself 80 jewels?
Oh, and just go for like a forager?
What is this? Fisher?
What's this?
Fisher.
Would you care about, since Dark Knights are okay at foraging, would you at least try to find a forager or just go cheapest available?
I wouldn't care. Yeah, I don't
maybe
care.
I'll go take some money out of the bank.
Yeah. All right. Let me see what we have available.
Did I miss the segment, or what are you trying to accomplish, Easy? Fill me in.
Me? I'm just I'm just like clicking around.
It's a day of the life.
Gameplay.
No, I thought he was like looking for something specific and like.
No, I'm not buying anything. I'm just like
okay.
looking through the new features. Like I think like the price of miners has gone up, but like if you go to like 9, like I would have to manually scroll through this. So I don't know if this causes the prices to go up because it's easier to find what you're looking for. Like if I want Archer Thief combo miners with like at least 9 summons.
This is like air.
I've done the math on this, and it's like roughly, in air quotes, like risk free in the 200-ish range if you can combine them. So this is not bad.
Yeah,
you
hit one rare or something.
You hit 1 DK and you're up. You hit 1 rare plus and you're up. So like I find the summons. But
Easy, is Baltimore your roommate? They seem to know your schedule.
No, Baltimore is TD's roommate or alter ego.
Oh, I see.
We're
Excuse
also
me?
Baltimore.
He seems to know when you're sleeping and when you're awake.
I don't get up at 7 anymore. That was only during Orc DAO times. I was doing the 6:45 alarms to make sure I got Zug from New Zealand and from Norway and from and from the West Coast.
This is a
Yeah, I
great
remember.
transition to travel and journey. We had a trailer recently.
Dang, I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but you played the wrong one.
Yeah, that was
I
the
know.
first show, wasn't it?
I know. I realized it, and then it kept going. Let me go find the other one.
Part 1 and part 2.
I even downloaded it so it looked nice.
It did look nice.
So these
Apparently,
are.
those that don't-
Oh, here.
For those that don't know, apparently Avalanche retweeted the trailer,
Oh, they did.
like the network.
They retweeted that trailer, and that's how I got it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. If you go to the DeFi Kingdoms YouTube page, they have them. They contracted these trailers out to somebody to like do a series of teasers like leading up to Avalanche. But the first one that we just watched, it was fine. The second one that we saw on Monday
It was pretty lit.
was fire.
I can tell you as a gamer, I've seen AAA games have worse cutscene trailer type of scenes. Like, it's pretty decent.
Yeah, they like paid. They had some animator that won a contest or something, and they liked it so much that they're now paying the person to make this. Okay, yeah, this right here is the good one. So watch very close.
I'm excited.
Did they have to
and-
use mythics in the example of like the cards getting ripped up?
I love that they did that. Also,
Yeah,
we know that that's a
had to.
thief, right? That tore that thing down.
Yeah, I think that was for the shock effect. Is why they used the mythics.
Yeah.
But Frisky had hinted at that heroes might be able to die if you, but we didn't know how. So now my theory is when you bridge them to Crystal Vale to do whatever quest or summon or vice versa, that they will not have 100% chance of making it. So I think it's cool. It's a game theory, or it's a risk reward thing that they're putting in the game that I think could be cool.
It's blowing my mind that if it's actually the bridging, that means that you could lose a hero, or if it's like combat.
I think people are
But
going
they
to
were
be
traveling. They were traveling.
they're traveling. You just got
Like to
like
me,
Pirates
that's
of the Caribbean.
bridge.
I think this could be a few different things. It could be either like, when you can't really send the entity there, you are burning it and creating a new one there. So it's kind of a clever way of demonstrating that, right? That like your NFT is not actually going to go from Harmony to Avalanche. What's going to happen is you're going to burn your NFT and you're going to get a copy of it on Avalanche. They could play it off like that.
I think that's really deep, though. Like,
Yeah.
I think
they could
they're
also
alluding-
be they could also be like scaring you at first, and then the next video comes along and the alchemist again, right? And there's resurrections that have a cost and a sink, right?
I think that's
So
the
that
way.
could be it. And then, I think the third thing is like, or, why would you take that risk? No one's taking that risk unless there's a reward over there, right? So what's that all about? So those are the three things I think to like keep in mind.
I think the risk could be, let's say there's questing and like in 6 months or a year, there's questing and PvP in Crystal Vale. Well, all of our heroes here have a massive head start on those, right? So if
Right.
you're like, I want to have one of the best heroes on Crystal Vale, I'm gonna take my
Yeah.
Serendale Mythic that's level 25 in October 2022, and I'm gonna bridge it over, and I'm gonna be able to kick the shit out of everybody. But there's a risk that it dies on its way.
I don't think they
See,
would.
I
have
don't
permanent-
do that. Yeah.
I don't think they're gonna have permanent death unless like the carrot.
No,
doesn't
it won't be
work
permanent.
too.
There'll be a cost to bring it
Yeah,
back.
you're gonna have to feed it a potion of crystal. Like that's gonna cost
Expensive. Yeah.
I also think, honestly, Pump, I think, a core thing in games is on paper, your matchup has to be somewhat close, right? Like in WoW, you can't, there's brackets for PvP. You can't have your level 9 dudes fight your level 29 dudes. They don't allow it. It don't make sense. The level 9 guy can't even hit the level 29 guy. Like his spells or his sword will literally miss. So I don't think it's going to be for that. My guess is, I shouldn't say guess. This isn't a guess. I'm just spitballing. Like they told us that the environment thing. What is that thing on the top left? Easy. Can you go over what is that called?
Oh, it's
Where?
on the bottom left.
Oh
No, the top of the card. There's like an environmental thing.
Yes, the element.
Yeah,
Yep.
like what if certain of those elements
Fire
are like
swamp.
way better on Crystal Vale against Crystal Vale people? Like they don't have that,
Yeah.
or
they've
They
alluded
did
to
say-
it mattering
stuff like that.
for sure.
Yeah. They've said verbatim, either Frisky or Hubert said it will impact combat.
Mhm.
The element and pets. It was mentioned in the same sentence. So
Yeah.
I could see
Isn't that a Pokemon thing?
Yeah.
Like WoW had a pet battle system that they came out with that everybody said was like Pokemon, and one of the big things in this pet battle simulation thing is like, if when you, as soon as you like choose to battle the guy, it takes you to a random map, like when you're playing Nintendo, like, and if the map is like a rainy map, then if you had the aquatic family or whatever, it would perform better than
stronger.
if you had the fire guy or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, in Pokemon it's more type based, so no matter where you're, because they didn't really have environments there that impacted the game. But like if you had a water type going against a fire type, like one move would crit it and it'd be dead. So I think that makes the most sense, is having, or like move sets that or skills. Like if you are a water skill, you're limited to a certain skill tree. Or if you are dark, you're limited to a skill tree.
Yeah.
It's like going super deep. If you had like a wizard or some kind of like spell casting type Ori, this is probably wrong. But if you really wanted to speculate, you could look for a dark type spellcaster, right? Because hopefully that would boost up like the magic part of it, as opposed to like a dark warrior. Is that ever gonna help each other
Right.
out?
Right. Yeah.
Hmm.
Just, we don't know.
You guys cool if I go for this? Oh, you go ahead.
No, please. Let's go. Let's
Do
summit.
it.
It's your show.
Are we going
Please.
for a dread?
Baltimore's horny. Baltimore wants to
Yeah,
know.
no, that's what I'm cracking up about is Baltimore.
Baltimore wants to know what's going on behind the ruin. So, like he wants DeFi Kingdoms after dark, basically.
Oh,
Huh.
I just summoned this guy like last week, and he's got an advanced ability,
okay.
primary. So that's pretty dope. Or she, I should say.
She's hot.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go for it.
What do we
Then-
call the cut scene behind the portal? The portal hub?
Oh, that's good. I've been trying. I've been working
Horror
on trying to see
hub?
what that is. That's pretty
Yeah.
good.
Just a thought.
Nice.
Wow, Baltimore liked it.
Let's fuck these bitches.
And I've had this one for a while too. Gardner 9.3. So this is gonna be expensive. So I hope it doesn't miss.
I hope it doesn't miss either.
For a number of reasons, but 102 because this is a Gen 5 that I've just had forever. Before like This is back in the day. Yeah, they're both gardeners. I don't care so much about. I'll probably hit a recessive anyway.
Yeah, this is a good talking point. When it comes to Dread Knights and even Dragoons and Sages, especially Dread Knight, who cares about the profession? You are not trying for a Dread Knight for the profession. You're trying for skills.
I feel like Brian, Nate, Satstar are going to be mega tilted when this is a Dread Knight.
I mean, I would be. I tried 3 times last week.
This is my second attempt at a Dread Knight. So.
It's 7%, right?
Yeah. And then is it still like 60, like 30 each for the to keep a Sage?
I think so. Yeah.
I gotta play something to get the mood going.
I need better heroes now. I can't take this anymore. Every day I have sex, no dragoons. Sex again, no Sage. I don't even know what a Dread Knight looks like. Can devs do something?
All right.
And we've also been told that if you play the right kind of music, it might help. So
like
I have limited choices. So let's see if we can find some music that makes sense. That might be it, actually. What I had. This is called Into Space.
No.
Tony's got it.
It's R. Kelly.
I mean, we could, but like this is all like royalty-free stuff, so it could just be.
Go back to the first one.
It's called Feeding the Ducks. This.
All right. Yeah, this is sex music.
Yeah. All right.
Let's quit blue balling the man and let him open his damn egg.
I'm kind of delaying.
This is not where I thought the show would ever go. Where 4 dudes are like, yeah, this is sex music, and we're playing a video game with like.
I can't. You don't see it on the screen, but it's I did 69 Guap.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Since you turned the song on, like I'm having sex right now too.
We'll save it.
Oh.
Turn the music off. Turn the music off. Oh man. Oh. Open it.
Oh.
Dude, that's 2 fucking mythics
hell,
in a row.
Okay, now I definitely am having sex. How do you give me this damn screen without me sharing like my social security?
Okay. A freaking mythic archer miss. I mean
that was a roller coaster.
Does it get any better than that? That's
Mythic Dread Knight.
Was it last time you did the Mythic Ninja? The last week?
Yeah, I think my last 2 summons on stream were Mythic Ninja.
Mythic. Unbelievable.
All
right,
or just share Chrome tab, and then you won't share your socials. It'll be fine.
Click the share button.
Yep, click share, then share screen.
Can you run that through the bot commands? I want to see
because my API, like the Dragoon, is too recent.
It doesn't pick it up.
All right, don't pick up the. I think the odds of a Dread Knight were probably higher than the odds of a freaking Archer.
It was, and higher than a Mythic too. Like,
yeah, I mean the Mythic is like 2%.
Make your window smaller horizontal.
Or he's on his like 49-inch ultra wide.
I have 2 mouse. Oh my god. Okay. The stupid new mouse, the stupid new cursor, like didn't want to. Is this helping?
Yeah, that's perfect. Yep,
Yeah,
that's good. All right, so we're going for a Summonor.
Yeah, so I've never hit an advanced on this side. So we got my first legendary that I bought. It's a Wizard, Gardener.
Beautiful.
And then Priest pair. So these were both 10 out of 10. So far, the children are 2 Fisher pieces of crap that are long gone. And 2 Wizard Gardeners that I still have. I'm just kind of seeing what's up. So that's where we're at. But everything's been very plus EV. Like this is like easy money, right? So I've never done this before. Like this is now the time that I do begin summon.
Yep.
Yeah.
And we can't see your MetaMask, not that it matters, but
Nope.
All right.
Mythic Force 369.
Now, while he's doing that, has anybody done a level 5 where you add more tiers onto it?
Yeah. It's not really super noticeable, but I've done it.
Yeah, I think it'll matter more when we get to like level 30 and 35, and you can start adding.
Yeah.
Because it's like at the beginning, it's not noticeable, but it's a big advantage as you grow.
Yeah.
All right, Lisa.
Shep. Start the song over. We got to replay it exactly as it went.
I literally can't.
Oh.
Do 69 way though, Ori. Do 69 way.
69 way.
69
Wait, why can't you
way,
put the
dude.
music back?
It's like because it'll play a different song. It's very weird.
69 way.
This is called
It's
night
work.
driving.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah.
Oh
it's
my
cool.
god, 0.141? I can't afford this. This is digging
Yeah,
into my
69 way is
margins.
1.4.
For 69
Dude, how
ways,
much is-
1.41.
Ori, do you know the price of one?
It's
I
it's
actually do not.
It's
I
18
used
cents.
to.
Oh, pump.
Don't
Under
do it.
20 cents.
Oh, hold on.
I don't
This is-
know.
okay. So it's a priest.
That's a priest.
I mean, I'm interested in the purple hair.
Yeah.
All right, so we didn't get a summoner. So hopefully we just did exactly what Easy did, right?
Mm-hmm. Easy game. Okay.
Okay.
Rare.
Rare.
Please be a
Let's see if
gardener.
If it's a
Be a
gardener,
gardener?
then you're going to be making money.
Flipper. Okay.
There you
That's
go.
good.
Oh, go on.
With
I'm a
the
little sad because it was my last chance at the 5 out of 5, right?
still a +2 boost to vitality out of the gate. I mean, you can't
I
go
didn't
wrong with
like
that.
Rare.
Strength.
A rare
Yeah.
guarding priest. I'd take
Rare
that
priest
10 out of 10
gardener.
times.
I mean, it's plus EV, right? It's gonna definitely
Yeah,
get
you-
more than
you get
40,
100.
48. So
You get 100 jewel for that.
yeah, sweet.
All right.
Could
I've
be-
got a
How do
goon
I-
try.
How do I give you control? Stop sharing,
Yeah, we're good.
or do you just take it from me?
I took it out the screen.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
Like-
So I bought
you
that
want
5 DK.
My God.
I mean, the table. Dang, you ever been? You don't strike me as like a degenerate,
No.
craps player. Like you can't leave the table and it's hot.
I don't even know how to play craps. I'm that guy.
I don't either, but you can't leave the
no,
roulette wheel
don't
when you're
click
hot
that.
either.
Don't click that.
I know you don't play Don't Pass. I know that much.
No, definitely don't play.
Don't do that.
All right.
No,
We've got
craps.
a mining 5 of 5 paladin,
Oh crap! I rugged him.
and then we've got mining 5 of 5 paladin and a 5 of 5 shitty DK that I just bought for fishing.
That's fine.
We're gonna pray to RNGs
Did you,
that we get a
They're
miner.
both recent guys.
Yep.
Lou is saying that I play slots. No, I actually
I thought I
play
claimed.
poker tournaments because
Hold
then
on
they
here.
last longer.
Do you need
I thought I claimed
Need
this
money?
earlier. I'm trying not to rob my bank too much, and I haven't claimed for a while. So I'm trying to
You just
qualify.
made me think, like, when is an epoch? Like, you just YOLO claimed,
It's in,
and it's
it's in
like,
3.66 days. I thought I had claimed earlier, but it failed. There we go.
Do they even matter that much right now because the
I don't
lock's
think
not
so.
changing that much?
It still goes down 2% a week.
Yeah, the lock goes down 2% a week,
It's
but
just
like it
the
depends on your
emissions
lock
don't
rule
go
and
down.
threshold too. Like I'm sort of in. I do it once a week still, but like you can wait, you can do it whenever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mine enough that I'm fine taking on the additional lock tool now.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Dude, this is a nice move.
that's a good point. Yeah.
We're going for a gooner. Never summoned a dragoon on my own.
Really?
Nope. I've
you
tried
go.
probably 15 times at least.
I
20
made the
times.
mistake of checking the epoch, and that
Did you
means
go to the
going to the
mag
mag page. And I saw
Don't do
that I
that.
wouldn't go to the mag page.
Don't go to the mag
Don't
page
do that.
anymore.
If you ever go,
Yeah,
pro tip: if you ever go, just scroll as fast as you can to the bottom.
Yeah, we used to love the mag page when it was
I used
up
to love
only. Not so
Now we're just
much.
vibing. Pump. By
I'd
the
be
way,
curious to see about the analytics of like how many if page views are actually down. I'm sure they are, but like how much are they down compared to when it was $20 Jewel?
All right,
Oh, they're
60.
not bad.
Gold is up from 13 to 16,
Okay.
or like
You could just
1.3 cents to 1.6 cents.
swing trade gold all day long and print. All right, 69 Gwei has been confirmed. It is Gwei. It is not Gui. Don't say Gui. Come on, you staff. I want the staff with a little white top. Oh!
Oh, there we go.
Got him.
Ooh.
All right, let's see it. Let's see some color. Well, no matter what, what's the floor? Oh,
Whoa.
Dangy, you might need to
baby.
figure out a way to have a little sex. I mean, the
Oh,
table's hot,
baby.
dude.
The table is so hot.
I am
You don't
far
even care.
too
It doesn't
for
even
that at
matter.
the moment.
It doesn't even
That's
matter.
fine.
Does not matter.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, baby.
We're
What is
hot
your-
Good for
right now.
you.
We're hot.
What is your floor on a rare 3-summon Dragoon?
Now I'm gonna have to go for another sage
only-
and then try for dreads again.
There's only one Dragoon.
Woe is me.
There's only one
Poor
rare
Tom.
Dragoon out there for 1,200, and it's
Awesome.
it's a level 4, so I don't know that you'll get that.
I'll sell it for
But-
900 cash right now. Jewel cash.
I was about to say USD.
The uncommons are 500. Yeah, I mean, you can get
I'm happy with that.
the floor on any Dragoon with 3 summons is 550. I think it's liquid, like closer to 4.
Yeah.
You can get 8 to 1 grand, I think.
I'd be fine with that. I'll list it tomorrow and see what happens.
Yeah,
I did need another fisher. I only have 2 fishers, so
I'll go fish with them now.
yeah, hell yeah, I'm gonna go fish
See,
with the
see
man.
you guys
now.
for you.
See, I went to go to the middle. I like how fishing is so much faster. Oh, I bought 2 fishers so I can fish them both. No, I can't do him.
You actually bought fishers on purpose?
I bought the cheapest 5 of 5 Dark Knight to do that I could possibly find. So I'll probably just
makes
do another couple the next few days with that same pair and hope that if I get a off mining Dread Knight or Dark Knight, I can use it.
What's the someone was saying that you had good stat boost.
For
The
a
what you
geek,
just summoned
for a
for the
game.
Dragoon. For the Dragoon that you just got.
I
yeah.
shouldn't say goon, should I?
Blue Vit.
Is it?
Blue Vit. I mean, it's not nothing.
What
That's the
kind
thing,
of class is a dragoon going to be, Ori? What do we decide?
I haven't looked in forever, but I think they're a melee dude, right? Like a melee DPS kind of a dude.
I mean, if they've got a staff, you gotta be close within striking distance.
It's a long staff though.
Its best
Mounted
stats
infantry.
are strength, endurance are the top 2. I'm talking like stat growth wise.
Yeah.
And then the next best 2 are dexterity and agility. So-
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think it's like a more multi-purpose tank in a way.
Yeah,
like
I'm trying to look it up to get it.
because
Yeah.
paladins have better stat growth for pure tanking, but there's a reason a dragoon is ahead of it, right?
Yeah, I mean, strength and endurance tells me that they're like melee and tanky, and then the other stats are all kind of, it's
Equal.
like they're good with
Yeah.
all of them.
Yeah, good
So
number.
I still think that strength is going to mean you hit somebody physically, like you swing something at them. Like, is that actually a staff, or is that like a pole arm, or like a scythe or something?
It's like a spear
Yeah,
that you throw at someone.
yeah.
could be.
Yeah, and that checks out with the dexterity,
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
My
because
take on dexterity is like for a hunter, like kind of a range,
Mhm.
slightly. So maybe it's like a kind of a range tank-ish.
I gotta see if I have anything.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not complaining about the outcome, that's for sure.
Shout out to Babs. There are 3 dragoon regiments in the Canadian Army. Shout out to Babs.
Oh,
Who knew?
do they even need 3? They don't ever get in like wars or anything up there in Canada.
Well, there's actually the Royal Canadian Dragoons, and then there's 2 reserve regiments.
It was a joke,
British
Danny.
Columbia. Oh, okay.
Oh.
I know. It's a joke.
4 bloaters, 3 tiers, whatever, is what it is.
Remember when tiers were 2 joules each
I do.
or more?
I don't think I have anything else I can. I mean, I could really.
I'm gonna
stretch.
I'm just gonna go through the depths of my inventory and see what I can mash together, because this is like, I don't know. I think Frisky turned up the RNG for us tonight.
He must have, because we were hurting.
He needed it.
Tier chart has to look like a dumb shitcoin we found on Avalanche and just straight to 0. It came out, looked hot, and then straight to 0, basically. When tier sync?
Yeah,
I've been sinking a lot of tiers, but printing them is.
Yeah.
I could go for an expensive 101 Sage, but that seems wasteful.
No.
Yeah, I've kind of bred all these guys down to their bare bones. It's kind of sad. But I wanted to show, we were talking about burning heroes, and somebody on the night of the map patch had asked what this is for. This, because it's kind of one of the more prominent features on the map. And Bolon said it is where fallen heroes go to rest. So it kind of aligns with the heroes could die in some way. So I guess it's a cemetery, maybe? I don't know.
And there's like is that where the statue is?
No. Well, this little statue right here.
Yeah.
See, the big cursor is nice because you can see it where I'm pointing to.
That's
right.
right.
Yeah, I guess it's. And remember, the map's going to expand even more too. So, because there's 1,000 plots of land to be given out. The other thing I noticed was, here's one of them. These little floating ships. We don't.
Oh.
No one said what they're for. This is my theory. There's going to be 1,000 plots of land on this map. Imagine you want to go to plot 942 because there's a good quest there. I feel like you're just going to be able to click one of these little balloons and type in 942 and it takes you to that land.
Mhm.
Otherwise, I don't know. This kind of stood out. This tree. This tree.
Zeppelin travel network.
Yeah.
What,
We already
what's
saw
over
this.
33? Does that mean 33 is for sale?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
49.5. What do you guys think the first plot of land will sell for?
I would take the under on 10,000 Jewel.
That was good.
What a mythic Gen Zeros. What is that price? I don't even know.
It depends on the class and stuff, but 1,000
What's the
or 10,000 ish. You can maybe get a bad one for 8 or like a good one for 15.
It's only 3%.
My guess is that's the range.
Yeah, but these, you know what you like, you earn.
You
so
know
to
what you're
speak, from
getting.
them, like land is just like, and you know the supply is fully out for the Gen Zeros, whereas the land, there's going to be so much more. So that's why I don't know if it's going to sell it for a while.
Yeah. I think the people that buy land before we know exactly what it does and the income it can bring in, either those people are going to get an amazing deal or they're going to get super shafted. Because if you own a plot of land and you have a guild and you can sell resources and stuff and you own it and you can make like good income by just people interacting with your land and selling stuff, it could be worth more than 10,000. But if it's like, 5 jewel a week for your land, then
Until we know more, it's
hard to say. Someone's gonna buy a plot of land before we know what they're for.
Eric
That
Ebron.
I feel good about.
Eric Ebron
Even
wants to finesse some land.
I saw that, and even he probably went to the castle and looked at the price and it was like, I used to make $5 million a year in the NFL, but hell no, I'm not paying. I don't know what's 40 grand times 7 or 650. No
Yeah.
way. So
250 grand. Yeah.
I hope we get to use some of these points in the near future, but
I
That's
still
all
can't
you-
believe that Ebron is playing DeFi Kingdoms.
That's cool.
It's
Yeah.
crazy to me.
I know.
Would you? Not that like I don't think I'm talking to any like landowners or land like. I don't think my words are going to influence someone's decision on if they are buying land or not. But I don't know that I'd be, if I was rich enough, I don't know that I'd be eager to buy land today when like everything is pointing to Crystal Vale in a month or 2 months. You know, like it's a scarce resource, there's going to be value for it, but like everybody's like, can't wait for Avalanche, can't wait for Avalanche. It's like, oh yeah, let me go spend 200 grand on a plot
On a piece of land.
on Harmony.
Well, there's only 50 out of 1,000 that have been distributed so far.
So I don't know. We'll see if people capitulate their land like cheap, but we'll see. But like battles and all that are going to happen first. I think we might get that sooner than we think.
Like actual PvP stuff.
Not like graphics and like cool shit, but like turn-based, like something where you're making inputs and your hero is going to have some kind of outcome based on like a selections that you make. So maybe that's not battles, maybe that's PvE. Or like now you just like send your fisher to go fishing and then you like get what you get.
Yep.
Like something where you're like, oh, I want to defend or I want to attack this turn, and then I don't know. That might be sooner than we think. We'll see.
Yeah, I was going to mention this earlier. I think part of the issue too, right? Like just when we talk about gaming versus crypto, but this is GameFi, it's like a mix of both. Like, you know, in crypto, it's like, you know, an hour is a day is a week is a month is a year. But in gaming and game development, like an hour is an hour. Like it takes a long time to do this coding, and then you add in the pressure of there's money on the line. You know, like the guys who are putting out a Hearthstone or Diablo update, it's like the worst thing that's going to happen for the most part is just people get angry because something ain't working right, or some class crushes another class, you know, for a couple hours. Whereas here, like a whale could like lose his shorts, or your poors can lose their money. And like, so that's just it's a balance that's going to have to be found.
Have you guys been stopping your miners at 15 stamina still?
Yes.
If I'm like online for it, yeah.
For sure. So hoping for the jackpot stuff.
Are you still
okay?
You got your timers, Dangy?
No, I pay a small computer to do that for me now.
No, I meant, does your small computer have a timer, and does it stop after 150 minutes?
No, it actually checks for how much stamina is there.
Oh,
yeah,
nice. That's cool.
Oh yeah. One small bug in it, but it's not a big bug. We don't have to talk about bugs here.
What was I gonna do? I can't remember.
I think we should let's see what it would take to fill our glasses more than half full. How do we get to 3/4 full next week? Let's look forward. Let's think about what they could ship. So, I personally want to hear more specifics about Crystal Vale. I know they said the rollout plan is going to be very similar to Sarandale, with some slight differences, but I want to know more about what that looks like, because I think that was a major catalyst for our move up in the price range in Jewel, and I think that'll keep people more interested as well. So I know it's not really a shipping thing, and it's more of a teasing thing, but that's what I'm looking for is more on Crystal Vale. Easy, what are you looking forward to coming out soon, potentially?
Yeah, Crystal Vale timelines and how to like. I would love more concrete carrots rather than like keep money in the bank and we'll give you surprise airdrops. But also I think I want the stamina to regenerate while I'm not questing, number one. And then the piggyback to that is I want, if I could log on in the morning and be like, I want this group of miners to go, and then I want this second group of miners to go, even though they have 0 stamina now, like wait for them to get to 25 and then go. If I could like set up my day, that would be great. I think that would happen second versus like the first. I don't think is such a huge ask, is to like regenerate the stamina before I click collect hero. So that'll be that's what I'm looking at. And then like better, like new ways to interact with our heroes in Sarandale. Yep. Because we've been, fishing since like mid-December. November? Really?
Yep.
Yeah.
And like unless you're stamp potting like the best heroes are like level 5 or level 6. So it's like you've only had so many different things to do with heroes. I mean, I've been like degen summoning about like 320 summons now, but most people are just like, you log in, you press your buttons, you sell the rewards. So like more new stuff to do with your heroes, whether it's like different iterations of fishing where like you need to have certain stats in order to fish. I guess we haven't talked about that.
Yeah.
Like we've said like, oh, level 10, whatever. What if there's like, hey, you have Fisher Tom here, but like if you want to go with Fisher Jane, she only lets you if your luck and agility equals 30 or more. Like, would that be something?
That'd be amazing.
Like you have minimum requirements for like, oh, if you want to hold this like special rod, you have to have, you must be this tall to ride type of thing.
Yeah, give people a known reason. Like Oreo always says, we can speculate on PvP, but who knows how far away it is. But like, give someone a goal in the game that says, I want to interact with Fisher Jane because she offers better chances at eggs or better chances at runes, or maybe it's the new type of rune that you need to go from 10 to 11, which no one can do right now because we're stuck. Give people a reason to grind, because gamers love to like reach a goal, an achievement, to get to the next like phase or the next level or whatever. So like people would try to get to level or stamina or your stats to 30, whatever the requirement is to go to that other place. That'd be huge. Yeah. So that's at the top of my list, is more ways to interact with the game. Give people a reason to level up other than a snapshot for 1 crystal, or give us a new area of the map that we can go to and do something in. Like the infrastructure for a lot of that stuff I feel like is there with the profession quests already. So maybe that's what the new map's for. I don't know. And quality of life stuff's good. Easy already covered all the stuff I'd want. Stamina regen before you collect is like number 1 on my quality of life list, easily. And then, because you kind of get, if you don't wake up in the middle of the night, which I do not, you kind of get fucked because you wake up and they're all at 0 until lunchtime.
Yep.
So, Ori, what do you want to see?
I think what we will see is like the stamina regen. I think that's probably next up. When Easy was talking, there was one other thing I thought we would get, and I completely forgot it because I'm old. I can't remember what it is. But I think the main thing that I hope that we're going to see, that I'm looking forward to seeing, is like information. Like, I think next week it's time to like not release the next snapshot, but tell us who won those amulets, and let's have Hubie do some Hubie bombs, like about what are amulets. Like, give us an example, or like what are the stats that are on it, or is there a skill on it, or like give us the Hubie breakdown of like what are these amulets, and then preview for us like the amulets are just, step 1. Like next you're gonna get like bracelets, or your heroes are gonna get, you know what I mean? Like in these RPG games, like it's a big thing to have gear, and they've talked about having gear. So give us the results of those amulets, kind of pump people up if they know they got them, and then talk about what they are, and then talk about kind of, what gear is, like what pieces are going to be coming or stuff like that. and then kind of just, maybe update us on like, how's it going? Like, are you guys on track for whatever date you have in mind for Crystal Vale? Like, just kind of like a dev update. Sometimes games give dev updates, and it doesn't have to include dates. It just has to be like, yo, here's what's up, what we got cooking, and kind of try and fire people up that way.
And it's the priorities too, because that's what I always like with the dev updates. It's because it tells me exactly where they're thinking, because we know the big picture, we know the things that are going to be happening, but what's next? Where can we expect the game to be going? I think is what's going to be interesting. What we've really early on, when they were shipping every Wednesday and they knew what that roadmap was doing, we praised them for the communication. But lately, it's been a little wishy-washy because I think like we've alluded to before, they've been putting out fires versus being focused head down building the actual game. So I think they can get it back on track as far as communicating exactly what is going to be coming soon. I'm still hopeful for that, for sure. So let's see.
Before I forget, the physical thing we will get is the next rune. We'll get the next rune, and we'll get the stamina regen. And then hopefully we get information. And if you're watching DeFi Kingdoms devs, it doesn't have to be promises of dates, but you can still fire us up with like information. Like, tell us what's going on. Let us in. Tell us what you're hoping for. Tell us where we're at.
God bless the Oracle. That's what I want.
Love it. S-Grabs, this just tickled me that you are always worried that the boat is glitched because the sails are perfectly straight.
Which one?
The green one. Right there. See how they're all
yeah. It's docked right now. It's not supposed to go anywhere.
But they yes, but because they're perfectly straight, he gets wigged out, I think. I think that's what it is. I don't know. It tickled me because of all the things to be worried about in the game.
Well, that's like the meme that like Z or Sats post is like everyone that's not in Jewel is like posting pictures of the chart and be like, look at these idiots. And then everyone who's in Jewel is just like, yeah, I'm just like vibing, I'm questing, like, look at this stupid boat. The sails are all facing in the same direction.
Yeah.
I mean,
for sure.
We tilt about price a bit now and then, but it's better. There's a lot of other shit coins that you just stare at, like the price on the chart. At least here you can click some buttons and
get 300% or 250% in the gardens, which is always nice. Can't do that with a lot of other alts. Make that much.
Gump, can you scroll in? It's the small boat with the tan sails that upsets S-Grabs.
Oh, this one right here.
Where?
Where they're both
it's not docked, but the sails are out, and it's
right. So if they're out, then they'd be long gone. Can we see it from here? No.
Are we dead on RP? At Raid Party?
We'll see you on Monday, David.
I think Raid Party's doing fine, as far as I know.
Raid Party's fine.
Yeah, I think we're gonna try to do something next week early with Raid Party if that floats your boat. Oh no, we are not dead. Confirmed not dead.
All right, everybody. Time to land this ship, dock the boat. Thank you all for hanging out, especially you, Ori the Oracle. Always a pleasure, my friend.
Love it.
To heal us, the salve to our pain for Jewel Price. On behalf of Easy, Ori, Pump, like, subscribe, hit us up on YouTube, follow us on Twitter. Goodbye.